Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick video on a little yard sale haul that I did it was actually a couple months ago, but I haven't had a chance to go through everything, and I'm kind of organizing all of my yarns, my sewing supplies, all of those types of things. So I wanted to go through everything that I had because I just put it in a bag and kept it there. One of the things that I got at this yard sale, a lot of the stuff was cheap. You know, if someone starting out, they would have looked at it and thought, well, that adds up pretty quick and that's kind of a lot of money. But if you buy this stuff all the time, you know how pricey it can be, especially if you're looking for something specific. So I always like grabbing things at yard sales because I know that I can get it cheaper there, and hopefully I can use it in the future and it will be something that I need for a project. So one of the first things I got was zippers of various sizes, and this is not all of the zippers they had. They were selling them 10 for $1, and I really should have probably bought all of them, but I thought I will never use that many zippers. So if I used a lot of zippers, I would have gotten more. I did go the largest I could, except on a couple of the colors that I liked, that I knew I would use that specific size. But I got the largest because you can always downsize you can use a larger zipper for smaller projects. So I got 10 of these. A lot of these I see the same ones that they sell right now, and some of these others, well, this is like JP and Coates brand, so I don't even know if they make some of these anymore. So I got a lot of older vintage stuff that people like me probably bought a long time ago, and it's just been in their stash for years. So one of these days I'm gonna have a yard sale and make somebody very happy. But for now, I got all of these. So I mean, zippers aren't expensive. Like they got it at Hobby Lobby for $1.40 when they bought it. But I got all these for less than that. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. And then just because I'm working on a couple projects right now where I'm using like bias tapes and different accents a little more than I did in the past, I found a couple of bags of little accessorizing things. I can't think of it right now, but they're like different borders and stuff like this. Like here's some rickrack, really old package of rickrack. Does anybody else love this vintage stuff? I love it. I mean, it's all, the package is browning, and this is actually brand new, it's unopened, but the packaging is browning, but I still love this vintage stuff that you can include in some of your projects. So the original price of this was $0.25. So I got a couple bags of those, of just various things. I've got some hem facing size bias, a couple packs of that, lots of green, some purple. I got some of this Wrights brand bias corded piping, 3 yards. They originally paid 15 cents. I think this stuff is so cool. I love the packaging. I love vintage retro packaging. That's something my husband and I have in common. We, if it's designed in any sort of vintage looking advertisement or whatever, we're sold. So lots of good stuff there. Most of that was unopened. I have a few open things, but no big deal there. So I make a lot of Minnie Mouse ears, and I like to have random colors and stuff for accents. Focus again. Why aren't we focusing on me? Focus on me, camera. Focus on me. Okay, I can't tell if I'm in focus or if my background is. This came in one of the bags of, I don't even know how much these are originally, but I figured for 50 cents It was a decent deal. They're just the plastic blanking. What's it called? Bobbin, my word. Why couldn't I remember that? I have a lot of bobbin spools already, but I could always use more because I like to change my bobbin out instead of taking old off and putting new thread on, so I will use those. And then just assorted needles for hand sewing, which is originally $1.79, and I got it in this bag for 50 cents. So this is all just a lot cheaper in the long run. And then one of the other things I got, which, you know, if you sew, you always need to change out your needles very often. Almost with every project is a good idea. That way, you know, you're getting the best for your project at that time and for your fabric and everything. So I got a ton of needles, machine needles. This is where most of the money was spent for this purchase. Okay, I got all of this. Each little package I paid 50 cents for, but that is a steal. And I got all different sizes. I got a universal pack here. I got one for leather, actually a couple packs. Each one of these have like 2 and 3 little packs of the needles. And so this is a metallic needle. This one's for jeans. This one's for leather again. Here's top stitch, leather again. This one I can't read because it's in yellow and I'm half blind. And these are, I've never heard of this brand. It might be the same brand. I'm not really sure what that one is. More universal jeans and leather. All kinds there. Some more universal. I mean, these are unopened. And then this one is heavy duty. So I think this was a steal. Everything I got at this yard sale added up to $8.25, and I couldn't buy these things full price for that cheap, not even on sale. So I think this was a great deal. I will use all these needles. Actually, I told my mom, because I think I bought all their needles, and she was like, "You're gonna buy all of those?" I said, "Yes, and I will give you some because there's more than I need here." So my mom knows where to find me if she runs out of sewing needles. And then this yard sale had like tables of craft supplies. So and I go through different phases when I do my crafts. Like I'll be into sewing for a while, and then I'll be into doing crochet, and then I'll pick up knitting. Not as much on the knitting as crochet, but sometimes I do knit something. And other times I'll get back into painting. I like different mediums in art. I used to be an art major before I switched to nursing. And I did art all through high school, so I learned a lot of different mediums, and so I have a lot of those things, and I just go through my spurts of what I'm interested in and want to do at the time. So the things that I know come around again, like scrapbooking, I think I did that 20 years ago and it hasn't come back again, so I don't buy scrapbooking stuff. But like I do watercolor and oil painting and pastels and acrylics and all kinds of fun stuff. So I found this watercolor pad that I know you can pick up at Hobby Lobby because it is it's Master's Touch brand. And full price it's $2.99. And then a lot of times these are on sale and you can get them for $1.50. So I know at the cheapest I can get this watercolor pad for $1.50. But they were selling it at the yard sale for 50 cents. So I know that is a huge steal. And I think they may have taken out maybe 1 or 2 pieces of paper on it. and I've used this paper before. I have a bigger pad, but I also have the smaller one. It's almost like postcard size. I haven't used it a whole lot, but I think this size I might use more. So I love this. And then this is what I was really excited about. I got a book. I don't buy books too much these days. I usually, you know, I watch YouTube for different things. But every once in a while I might want to read a book. Typically we go to the library, so I'm not buying stuff, but this book was 50 cents and it's Mastering Pastel. Like I said, I did pastels like 20 years ago in high school. I really enjoyed it. I like to do portraits with pastel, and I saw some stuff in here that explains a lot about different techniques and the basics, but it also has some portrait work. So I know that that would focus on some of the things that I want to brush up on. And this is for like a beginner, it's the basics, but I kind of feel like I need to go back through because I've forgotten a lot of the techniques and color work and all of that. But I didn't notice until right before I filmed this that this is a book by, and I'm gonna butcher this name, I'm sorry. It's either Alain or Alain Picard, and I actually watch his YouTube videos, so I'm pretty sure it's the same person unless I'm making that up. But he's got some great stuff. He's really easy to follow and understand, so I recommend his videos if you're wanting to get into pastels. Yeah, so I was like, oh, that's so cool. It's a book by him, so I know it'll be good. So that's one of the other things that I got. That is all that I got in that little haul, but I mean, for the book alone for $8, I mean, it's $9.95 is what it's sold for in the US. So I feel very happy with what I got. And I do a lot of yard selling. I love thrifting things and, you know, taking stuff and just turning it over to see what, you know, how I can be better, or, you know, that's where I get half my wardrobe. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with everything that I got. So don't be shy about going to Goodwill and other places like that to see what they have in their craft section, because not everybody is shopping for that stuff, and you'll be able to find lots of good stuff. But keep your mind open to what you can find. If it's something that, like, this is pretty cheap right now and I might use it sometime in the future. I know that doesn't help with hoarding, but you know, we're all in denial about that anyway, so. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Bye.